This whole thing starts because of drop coverage. Here we go. Stop. So you're in drop coverage. Look at this defender here. This is a 2-on-1, so this defender is going to be in backside help. But the passing angles are so much easier. So now look. Now this player's got to be in backside help and sprint out. Never going to happen. So look, pump fake, draw help, another pump fake, draw more help, and the defense is all scrambling because you're in drop coverage. So let's take a look at how you'd want to defend this. Okay, we can definitely switch, right? We have two gap defenders. This player can jam, 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 jam for real estate. So you should be somewhere along here. We also have a gap defender here. This player can angle this player this way where the lane should be clogged. We also can hedge, right? Get up and hedge. I mean, I don't even know where this player's going. He's walking right into a backside defender right here. So, and now you're pushing this guard out. So this becomes a more difficult pass, and this player doesn't have to move nearly as far, so he can easily recover. But you're in this drop coverage, and I mean, it's just a disaster. As you can see, the defense is constantly scrambling, and you're not able to do anything, and it's an open three. Can't switch over the top. Look what, stop. This guard here needs to get immediately underneath. Jam for real estate, jam for real estate. Look what happens when you switch over the top. Now that pass is made, drawing help, and a dunk. First of all, you switch over the top again. Look at this player right here. See how he's switching over the top? Again, you need to get underneath the screener, always, okay? Because look what happens when you switch over the top. Now this requires backside help right here. So now it's when they swing this here, this player's going to have to come all the way over here, okay? So that's a mistake because now look, now he's not really ready to guard. But here, stop. You've got to, I'm up here, okay? Like right now, this is not how you close out, okay? You close out with angling them this way. This player needs to drop. You rotate with the ball, okay? So you're halfway between the ball and the three-point line. This player's keeping his man to the middle, so I can stunt and I can recover. Okay, but look what happens. You start him going to the middle, that's perfect, but then you let him go back to the baseline, then he's got you back down, and it's an and one. You got to rotate with the ball. Okay, that's number one. Right here, okay, ball is at the top of the key. Now look, I'm not standing in the middle of the free throw line anymore. Now my man is one pass away, so I'm rotating here. Okay, I can get up, I can certainly need to be up the line, but I can be parallel to the elbow. I'm still in the gaps, I can still stunt and recover, but I can't stand in the middle of the free throw line. And then I have to be positioned where I don't have to move my feet. Okay, so I'm here, okay, and I'm about here, okay, and now I can still stunt and recover without moving my feet. Now this player's in bad position anyways, but again, let's look at what happens on this. Look at his feet here, okay? See how he's moving his feet inward? Look how he's moving his feet inward like that. That means you're going to never get back outward. You've got to be in position where you don't have to move your feet at all. Pointers out, pointing at ball, pointing at man. So right now I'm in position, wide stance. If I need to stunt, I don't have to move, and then I recover. But this player, look at this player. See how he's moving his feet inward? That also makes it impossible to get back outward. He's also standing in the middle of the free throw line, so he's not rotating with the ball, and you give up an open catch and shoot three. Terrible transition defense. Let's take a look at this player here for the Pistons and this player. Let's back it up. If you're this player for the Pistons, just get back as quick as possible in a straight line, okay? You need to sprint, 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 sprint. Look at if both those players do this. Now look what can happen. See the jogging and going back down the middle of the floor? If you sprint, you're right here. If you don't go back down the middle of the floor and jog, you're right here. Both with your backs to the baseline. So now this player doesn't need to backpedal. He can step up, send him this way, you're in the gaps. Send him that way, you're in the gaps as well. Okay? But neither of them are in position. So look, now it's just backpedal and give up an open three. Okay, you're in drop coverage and you let them turn the corner here. That is just a death sentence. Look at everybody's collapsing at the rim. Nobody to guard Miles Bridges, so it's an open catch and shoot three. So again, you can do a lot of things here. This player can switch, right? You're immediately underneath, jamming for real estate, so you're up the line somewhere here, and again, you're forcing this ball handle this way where the lane is clogged. I can also hedge, right? I'm not going to let him turn the corner. This guard is going to get pushed to the sideline. This backside defender needs to step up. This Pistons player's guards both Hornets players 2 passes away. But you're in drop coverage, you're just giving the lane, and you let him turn the corner, and you're just giving up wide open threes. Okay, you don't guard the down screen the right way, so this happens. Stop. This player can't sag. He's got to get up and attach, so this player can't curl. Force him out, and this chase can happen. When you let him curl, look what happens. Now it creates its own 2-on-1, and it's an easy layup. All right, first of all, I mean, this is a trap, okay? Because if this wasn't a trap, stop. Right now, LaMelo Ball picked up his dribble, so this player can recover back. So you're trapping. But when you have no backside help, I mean, this is going to happen every time. So, again, I don't know if you meant to hedge. If you meant to hedge, then right now, there should still be backside help right here. But this player can recover back now and bump this player back here. Okay? This is also why I'd always prefer a hard hedge where you push this guard out because this player can slide over, and this skip pass is much more difficult to make, making for an easy recovery. But let's say you are trapping, which is what the way this looks like because this big never recovers. You got to be this player here's got to step up, and this player's got to guard these Hornets players right. You got to guard right here and take out one pass away everywhere. You can't if you trap a ball screen. Well, or you hedge a ball screen with no backside help. This is going to happen every single time. Right, so one, I don't know what this player is doing. Stop. Your player is lifting right now, so you should be lifting with him, okay? Look, this player is lifting. I'm lifting with him, okay? So right now, look at this. I'm up the line. And then boom. Look at it. You can't. This can't be the case. You've got to be lifting with them, and then boom, you're rotating to the ball. Then this player needs to rotate down just a bit. Okay, so if this player comes this way, he can stunt and recover. But again, this player has no resistance whatsoever on his drive because you didn't lift with him, so it's just going to be a catch and go and a dunk or a layup. You're doing fine right here. Stop. Well, first of all, again, you should be at the three-point line, back to the baseline. Always back to the baseline. Look what happens when your back look at that. See how your back's to the sideline? So now I'm getting beat backdoor, and that's just going to lead to an easy two-shot foul for Charlotte. So first of all, this is why I always want to hedge high. Okay, stop. Right now, you can't sag if you're hedging. This looks like you're in drop coverage, but you're dropping the big higher. That's still a no-no, okay? Look at this. I could switch this ball screen, jam for real estate, send this player this way, where I should be somewhere up here, and I have a gap defender here who needs to drop. So I have two potential gap defenders here, and possibly here. Okay? The other thing I can do is hedge, but you can't sag when you can't sag when you switch either, but you certainly can't sag when you hedge. Okay? Right now, I'm pushing this guard out. All right? This player here is backing off and sliding in a little bit to be in backside help. The second this ball handler picks up his dribble, hesitates, or brings his dribble back, okay, the man hedging can return and bump this backside defender back. But I'm hedging high. This player here is just sliding over a little bit in backside help, okay? And if a skip pass is made, easy recovery. But you're in drop coverage. Just like hedging, it's the same thing. When you have no backside help, that's going to happen. Now their backside defender appears late, and his man goes from 2 passes away to 1 pass away, and it's an open catch-and-shoot 3. No need to sag. You can't sag when you switch. So you switch this dribble handoff. Look at this. If I'm up and pushing my man this way, there's no place for him to go. This player's going to slide a little bit in, and I'm in the gaps. So don't sag. Up, cut the court so he can only go this way, right where the lane's clogged. But instead you sag, so you give up an open catch-and-shoot 3. Multiple problems on this. All right, let's take a look. All right, stop. You're rotating with the ball. So right now I'm over. I'm not standing in the middle of when my man's here, I am not standing parallel to the middle of the free throw line. I'm certainly out. And then again, you got to be in position. Wide stance, okay? Pointing at ball, pointing at man. So I don't have to move. Okay, so this player is, first of all, way out of position. Okay, so that takes away everything else. But what I'm about to show you, look at this. Small feet together, no. And then look what happens. See how he has to move towards the ball? So see that little step inward? You're not in position. So now you're going to have a very difficult time getting outward, and you give up an open 3. So there was like multiple mistakes there. Transition defense, whether you're going to get a stop or not, stop. Right now, if you're this player, sprint back as quickly as possible. Sprint back as quickly as possible. Get ahead of the ball, then move. Then once you're ahead of the ball, you can move over and guard them one-on-one. Okay, I'm not saying you can get a stop here, but you're definitely not going to get a stop when you're running down the middle. See, because now look, now you're guaranteed to be behind the ball, and it's going to lead to a two-shot foul. A lot of mistakes on this play. All right, number one, okay, shot goes up. A total of 0 Pistons right here are blocking out. So a long rebound is just going to go to Charlotte because you don't want to box out. Okay, that's number one. Number two, okay, we talk about offensive rebounding being an offensive rebound. It's like transition. Someone find a body. Right here, this player's got a body. So you go here. Okay, someone's got to announce they have a body. Because right now we want to jam for real estate, jam for real estate, jam for real estate. Okay, so we can stay up the line here. Look what happens if we're jamming. Look at this. Look at what happens if we're jamming for real estate right now, right now, right now, right now. Okay, now you're somewhere up the line here. And again, this player can't go anywhere. There's no place to go. You have a player right in the gaps. Okay, so that doesn't happen. So now this turns into an isolation. Okay, this player's going to cut through. So now we have this player needs to immediately come double team. Okay, this player's kind of over here. All right, and then again, what can happen? Okay, the ball gets swung here. This player rotates there. This player's immediately rotating there, and this player's immediately rotating down. That's always that happens when it's a 1-3 ISO. Okay, if this player comes up here, all right, and the pass gets thrown here, it's an easy X out. Boom, boom. Okay, but you can't leave this player on an island. So you didn't battle for real estate back here with this player right here to keep yourself clogging the lane. Nobody boxed out, so it led to an easy long rebound. And then you don't come over and double team when it turns into an ISO. So that's all of those three. If one of those three things happen, you get a stop. But instead, it's 2. Can't backpedal in transition, okay? You got to cut the ball off. First of all, let's start with this, all right? These players need to be sprinting back, okay? They end up getting back, but it should have taken them a lot less time. All right, stop. So you cannot backpedal. You've got to either send this player this way where I have a gap defender or this way. But you've got to come up and cut off the ball and send him into where your gap help is. You backpedal the whole way, and now this player just gets right to the rim for a layup. Okay, so you switch this handoff. This is pretty well executed, actually. Watch this player right here. He does a great job of being in the gap. Stop. Look at that. See how he's in the gaps? Okay? In the gaps. So now this player's got his dribble picked up. Show your hands. There is nothing this player is going to be able to do. His dribble's picked up. Okay? Just show your hands, slide with them, and that's a very difficult shot. But again, so this player does a nice job getting in the gaps, but why aren't you showing your hands? You're fine. His dribble's picked up. Just stay with him, show your hands, and that becomes a very difficult jumper. But you bail him out by, look, you've got your hand on him as opposed to just showing your hands, and it becomes a 2-shot foul. I mean, very simple right here. Let's take a look at stop. Look at this player's feet. Okay? No. Right? Okay, right now, wide stance. You can get up the line, wide stance, okay? Both legs, wide stance, pointing at ball, pointing at man. Then I don't have to, the key is you don't have to move inward or backward. As long as you are in position. So wide stance, okay? And you can just, on the rotation of the pass, get up. But nope, this player's got, let's take a look. Look at this player. His feet are together, and look what ends up happening. See that little move inward? That little move inward is enough. You should not have to move at all, okay? Look at this move inward. Don't have a wide stance, and you're moving your feet inward. So now look, now it's very difficult to get back outward, and it's just a rip-and-go drive for a layup. Okay, so this is in transition here, all right? This is your guy right here, okay? We're not scram switching. This is your guy, okay? So, first of all, why is your back to the ball? Back to the baseline, okay? Pointers out. Seeing ball, seeing man. There's no screen that gets set here. This is a joke. Okay, stop. So, if you stay with this player and this player can lift. There's no need to switch. Again, if you do switch, then you need to then get level to this player with your back to the baseline. Pointers out. Seeing man, seeing ball. And then look what happens here. You're not seeing your man, so now look. Now this player's got to show a little for just a second, and that's enough time for this player to get the ball, okay? Wide open three. That is pitiful. Don't sag. You can't sag. Stop. Get up right here. Okay, as soon as this pass gets made, boom, I'm up. I'm cutting the court in half. This player can get down a little bit with his back to the baseline in a wide stance. So now I'm forcing this player this way, where there's no place to go. Stunt, recover without having to move. But instead, you're just sagging, so you're just welcoming a three. You're going to get screened. So you switch this ball screen here, okay? So stay here, okay? Just stay one-on-one. If this player sets a screen, great. Our ball screen defense will take care of it, okay? But look what happens. This player's trying to get up and over the top of a screen that never was set. So now this player's able to get right into the lane, okay, draw help there. So now Gordon Hayward's able to just rip and go and get into the lane for two. Screen, you cannot go up the gut of it. Just look at this. Stop, okay? Chase off his hip this way, okay? Look at, here comes the down screen. Okay, first of all, again, this player should be attached and showing, so this player's chasing the whole way. But when you go up the gut like this of a down screen, you're dead. And now you're giving up a wide open catch and shoot three. This is just about a terrible gamble. This is ridiculous. Okay, stop. So the ball's on the ground right now. Charlotte has it, okay? So right now, get up and just guard Gordon Hayward, okay? This gamble is so painfully stupid, okay? Look at this. Up. Guard Gordon Hayward, okay? You can even stand up right here to be in the gaps, all right? And then if the ball gets swung to Hayward, you can move out. Keep your back to the base. Look at this gamble. Oh, my God. So now this player's getting right to the rim, draws help, and it's an easy put-back dunk. Here we go again with footwork away from the ball. Stop. So look at this player right here. Look at how close together his feet are. Right now, wide stance, okay? Left foot on the elbow. Right foot, wide stance this way, okay? We back it out. I'm pointing at ball. I'm pointing at man. Okay? I need a wide stance. You cannot guard away from the ball with your feet together like this when you're on the wing right there. Okay? Because I'm in the gaps. Okay? If this player comes this way, I can even get up the line a little bit, but I'm in the gaps. I'm not moving. I have a wide stance and I'm not moving inward. I'm just stunting and recovering. But when you don't have a wide stance like this, okay, you can see his feet. All right? This happens. Now it's a kick out. Player's not able to get out in time, and it's a two-shot foul. You can't have your feet close together like that. Horrible transition defense here, okay? This is off of a miss. Look at Cade Cunningham, okay? Stop. So Charlotte's going to come up with the ball here. Why are you backpedaling? Sprint, 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 sprint. Look at Cade Cunningham. Look at him backpedaling. Are you kidding me? If you sprint, you're here, okay? And now you can maybe delay this. You can do something. But you can't do anything when you're behind the ball. And Gordon Hayward just gets it and dunks it. You don't jam the screener with your hands, okay? Are you kidding me? That if you want to jam the screener, okay, right now you can see he's setting a screen. You get up and you jam him with your body. You show your hands, but you're jamming him with your body. You're showing your hands. Okay? This is not how you don't jam the screen with your hands. You jam them with your body, and then you show your hands. But look what this Pistons player does. He's going to jam them by pushing them. So now Charlotte's going to the line because they're in the bonus. Okay, when you switch this ball screen, you have to initiate contact. So right now the screen is being set, all right? So switch now. Up, under. Why? Because now when I'm under, I'm initiating contact. I'm jamming for real estate. I'm battling for real estate. I'm battling for real estate. Look when you switch to the side. See? Look how he's switching to the side. Now this Hornets player is the one initiating contact. Okay? And now he's just going to back you down, and look where he's catching this ball. Right at the block. It's too low to dig. I mean, we could double, but that's difficult too when he catches it that low, and it's a two-shot foul. Okay, so I can't figure out, okay, this player switches over the top. See how he switched over the top? You never do that. So I'm assuming that's why Trey Lyles is showing a little bit. I can't think of any other reason why he'd be down here, okay? And then again, let's look at his feet, okay? Move in on Trey Lyles' feet. See how he's taking him down? So now he's not going to be able to get back out. So right here, if I'm first of all, this ball screen happens. I'm switching underneath and battling for real estate now. Battling for real estate now. You can't switch over the top. 2, Trey Lyles can get up the line here, okay? He's still in the gaps. This player won't sag. We're going to send him this way. So now look, now I can stunt and recover and I'm up the line. But this player, look at this. This player isn't in a wide stance. He's moving his feet backward. He's also way too low. Look at that. Look at his feet. Look at his feet. See how he's moving his feet backward? That means you're going to have a much difficult time getting out. If you're already up the line, in a wide stance, back to the baseline, ball gets swung here, boom, you're ready to guard. But this player is dropping low, and his feet are taking him the opposite way. So now it's much difficult for him to get back out, and now it's just a rip-and-go drive and 2 shots. All right, this is a terrible switch. Here comes a ball screen. Stop. What? Someone's got to call out switch, right? There's got to be, this player here's got to call out switch. Once if he says switch, boom, immediately here, and you're not fighting over the top, you're back down here. Okay, but look what happens. We get 2 people going to the ball, so now this player has to shift over. Okay, that's a huge problem because now look, now this player is going to drive, and you're in the gaps here, but he's already in the lane, so now it's going to lead to a 2-shot foul. So again, if you switch this ball screen the right way, where this player's underneath immediately, this player's over the top immediately, okay, then now we're in the gaps. There's nothing that can happen, okay? They go this way, stunt, recover. They skip past it this way like they do, boom. We can send them this way, don't sag, stunt, recover. But this botch switch means that this player is going in circles because this player then is going to have to shift over, okay? And now look, now you're not in the gaps. Now you're in the gaps, he's in the lane, and it's too late, and it's a 2-shot foul for Charlotte. You don't sag when you get to your man. Look, get up, close his airspace off. This player can get up the line. So now I'm pushing him this way, and we're getting the dribble picked up outside the lane, right? Stunt, recover. Look what happens when you sag. Now look. Now we can't get the dribble picked up until he's already in the lane, and by that point it's too late, and it's going to result in a 2-shot foul for Charlotte. And this is atrocious transition defense, so Charlotte has the ball. Okay, let's zoom it back to when Charlotte gets the ball. Charlotte has the ball now. If you're Cade Cunningham, sprint, 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 sprint this way in a straight line. So you're guaranteed to be ahead of the ball, and you can guard it one-on-one. Not only is Cade Cunningham not going to sprint in a straight line, he isn't going to sprint at all. Look at this light jogging. So now look, now Gordon Hayward's got it, and you can't get over. Okay, you got to call out a switch much sooner. Okay, look at this. Right now, here comes the screen. So this player's sagging right here. Okay, sagging from the screener and way sagging from his man. Right now, you got to be calling out switch, switch, switch. So this player's immediately up. This player's immediately underneath. Okay, when you sag like this, I mean, you're just welcoming open threes. So again, you switch over the top. So see how you're switching over the top? So that's the only reason I can think of that this player's all the way down here. That's the only reason I can think of. Your man is 1 pass away, okay? Again, obviously, underneath the screener immediately. Battle for real estate, okay? But that's the only reason I can think of. Because what this player should be, look at his back to the sideline. He should be up the line with his back to the baseline, okay? That's how you do it, in a wide stance, so I don't have to move. On the air time of this pass, I'm immediately rotating out. But this player's back's to the sideline. He's too low anyways. And again, it's just get it, rip and go, pump fake and go, and that's going to cause the defense to collapse and another open three. Okay, so 1, you're in a terrible stance here, okay? Look at, so the ball's here. Why? First of all, okay, you should be up the line. No doubt up the line, okay? You can still be in the gaps. You can even move in, but you need to be up the line. 2, look at his feet. Right together, okay? See, right here, all right, we'll back it up. Look, see? Right together. Now, so right now, the ball is here. So I'm up the line in a wide stance. This foot out, this foot out, this foot out, and pointers out. Pointing at ball, pointing at man. So now I don't have to move, and my feet are not close together. So once this pass gets made, I can easily rotate out. That's mistake number 1, because look at how much more difficult this closeout is. But the second thing is when you close out, you're letting yourself get beat away from gap help. Right now, I should be up. This player can immediately, again, we talk about rotating with the ball. This player should be maybe at the tip of the free throw line. So this player here can send him this way, and now I can stunt, get the dribble picked up past the free throw line, and I can easily recover because I don't have to move, right? I'm immediately here, same thing, wide stance, okay? And now I'm here, I stunt, I can recover, okay? But instead, you get beat away from your gap help, and it's just all sorts of problems. Where are you getting beat? Look where you have a player in the gap. Okay, stop. Right now, look at this player. He's right in the gaps. Now, what he should really be doing, okay, is moving over a little bit, and he's to be even closer towards the ball. His man is right here. He can move in even more this way. But send Gordon Hayward this way, okay, so that I can stunt right here and recover. There's no place to go. But instead, you let him go baseline where there's no gap help, and it just lets him get into a step-back jumper. Okay, so LaMelo Ball is going to pump fake and get into the lane, okay? But there's great help right here. That's great help. Stop. So if you're this player here, look, Cade Cunningham's guarding the ball. So you need to be seeing, look at this. You're not seeing your man. Pointers out. Seeing ball, seeing man. Head on a swivel. I'm not taking my eye off either for more than a second. Cade Cunningham is guarding LaMelo Ball just fine. You just need to stick with your man. First of all, you should not have your back to this sideline right here, okay? You should be turned around with your back to the sideline this way. So now it's easier to see the ball in your man. But look what happens. This player's going to totally lose sight of his man, and now look, now he's there, and you give up a corner three. Okay, so Cade Cunningham switches over the top, but he gets away with it, okay? So right now, look at this. Cade Cunningham is guarding this player right here. Why is this player also guarding this player? Your man is in the corner. Get towards the corner here, okay? Especially as this player drives towards the middle of the floor. Why are two players right here? Cade Cunningham's here. You're out here. Look at this. This player drives to the middle of the floor. There's still two people guarding one. So, yeah, the corner's going to be wide open. What happens in transition when you don't communicate? Let's take a look. Why are two people guarding this Hornets player's not in our picture yet? Communicate. Someone say, I got this guy. So this player immediately goes here. But again, look, we got two people guarding one player, nobody guarding Hayward. So now he's just able to rip, get into the lane, draw help, and it's going to end up being a two-shot foul for Charlotte. Again, no communication in transition, so you have a bad turnover. Okay, fine. All right? To who's guarding the ball here? This player should say, I got the ball. So Cade Cunningham goes over here. Okay? Let's see what happens. See? Okay, fine. If you don't want to, if Cade Cunningham wants to guard the ball, you don't go to a random spot on the floor. You go here. Okay? Right here. See? Cade Cunningham should be okay. Okay, I got the ball. All right? So now I'm immediately up here. Okay? Trey Lyles needs to find a body too. This player's guarding right here, okay? But so let's see what happens. So this player needs to be here instead of being down here. This player needs to be here guarding this player instead of being all the way down here. Okay, so this is what happens when you have no communication. Now everything's out of whack, and you got guys, now the three-point line you know is going to be open, and it leads to an open three. Cut off the dribble here. You got to cut the court down, okay? Right here, this player's opened up. He can even take another step in, right, with a wide stance, pointing at ball, pointing at man. But the only way I'm getting beat is this way, which is right into a gap defender right here, okay? That's it. You got to cut the court down. But instead, you give this player all the court space he needs. He's going to blow by you, draw help, and it's a dunk. So you switch this ball screen. Okay, now when you switch this cross screen, look, stop. Right now, you need to be in, all right? You're keeping you're in. You're opened and in, okay? Because look what happens. Now, if I'm staying up here, open and in, all right? Now look, now when LaMelo Ball comes this way, I'm up here and I'm getting this ball picked up beyond the free throw line. But instead, you're not open. Your back's to the sideline. Your back should be to the baseline, and you should be in a step easily, okay? So, and up the line. So now when he comes this way, stunt, recover. This dribble's getting picked up outside the free throw line. Huge difference where, look at, you don't open up, so now look. Now his dribble's picked up inside the lane. By that point, it's too late, and it's a layup. All right, so you got, first of all, this player, look at this. This player's switching too early. You've got to be level to your man. Level to your man. If this player comes off the screen, boom, you switch, boom, you're immediately underneath. Okay? But you got to make this player come off the screen first. If this is why I'm not up here. I'm connected to my man right here underneath. I'm connected. If he comes up and sets the screen, boom, I'm ready to switch. Boom, I'm ready to go underneath. But look what happens. This player is going to switch a screen that never gets set. See? Look how you're switching a screen that doesn't get set. Right now, again, stay level to your man, make him set the screen, and force the ball handler to come off the screen. Then we switch, then we're underneath. But you're switching a screen that never gets set, so now he slips it, and it just results in an easy 2. Bad transition defense. Okay, let's take, first of all, this drives me crazy. Sprint back, sprint back, sprint back, sprint back. Do not go towards the ball. That's gambling. Also, this player, don't get back towards the middle. Sprint back, sprint back. All that matters is that you're behind the ball near the three-point line. So don't go this way, okay? Sprint back this way. But really, if this player sprints back, okay, we should be in good shape, all right? But instead, first of all, let's take a look. So this player just knocks himself out of the play immediately because he goes towards the ball. Disaster again. And then also, look at this player. Look how he's getting back towards the middle of the court. No. Right now, Charlotte has the ball. So sprint in a straight line, sprint in a straight line, sprint in a straight line. Also, you sprint in a straight line, sprint in a straight line, sprint in a straight line. None of that happens. So now look. Now Charlotte has numbers, and it's actually going to lead to an and one for the Hornets. Horrible transition defense. So Charlotte comes up with this. Charlotte has the ball. So back, 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 back. Don't go at all towards the ball. If you sprint back now, we'll be fine, okay? But look what this player does. Look how he goes towards the ball. So now we're screwed. More bad transition defense. So this player cannot backpedal right here. You got to sprint back and get to the three-point line, okay? And this player right here, just sprint back, sprint back, sprint back. Get into the gaps. Sprint back, sprint back, sprint back. Get into the gaps. Look, this player's jogging. This player's trying to get a steal towards the ball. If you are here and you are here, now this player can get up and send him this way or that way. I have a gap defender. There's no place for him to go. Okay? But instead, this player's just going to backpedal, backpedal, backpedal. The Hornets are in the bonus, and it's 2 shots. And you're going up the gut of a down screen. Stop. Just chase off his hip. This player needs to show for sure, but this player can't go this way. You chase that way. Look where he goes. Up the gut. So now it's an open catch and shoot 3. You have to have a plan of what you're doing here, okay? Like right now, stop. This player is coming off this screen. So right now it should be switch, switch, switch. This player here that's getting screens calling it out. So this player is immediately up. This player is immediately under. Jamming for real estate, jamming for real estate. But somewhere along the lines, there's a miscommunication. There's no switch that takes place, and it's a 3. Terrible transition defense. This is off of a make, okay? This is off of a make. Don't get back to a random spot on the floor. Get back to a body, okay? So look at this, stop. This player is just getting back to a random spot on the floor, and he's not sprinting, okay? You can clearly tell nobody's sprinting off of this. Right off this make, okay? Everybody, sprint, 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 and get back to bodies. This player is clearly not sprinting, and you can see him go, look at this. You can see him where he's going. He's going towards the middle of the floor when this player here is going to be going to the wing. So again, you're not sprinting, and you're getting back to a random spot on the floor. See, look when we can see you. You just got back to a random spot on the floor as opposed to getting back to a body. So guess what? You give up an open catch and shoot 3. Again, down screen. You don't defend it the right way. What's this player doing? Get attached, show, so Kelly Oubre has to go out, and this chase can happen. Look what happens when you let Kelly Oubre curl. Now, look at this distance. And now this player's never able to actually play him one-on-one. He's got him twisted around like a pretzel, and it's a 3. Footwork, 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 stop. Look at this player right here, okay? First of all, his back should be totally to the baseline and a wide stance. Feet out, pointers, pointing at ball, pointing at man. So I'm in position. I'm already in position, okay? I don't have to move inward. You have to be able to be in position so you don't have to move inward. But again, This player, look at this player. His back is not totally to the baseline. And look, because his back isn't totally to the baseline, watch his feet. See, if his back's to the baseline with a wide stance, now he doesn't have to move. It's stunt, recover. But look what happens. See how his feet take him inward? That makes it impossible to get back outward. Look at his feet. If your feet don't have to move, you're just jabbing and easily recovering. But when your feet when your body momentum takes you inward like this, it becomes very hard to get back outward, and you're giving up a corner three. Okay, so when you're guarding away from the ball, your back is always to the sideline. Okay, look what happens here. You're still guarding away from the ball. This player still has the ball. Why is your back to the sideline now? Open, back to the baseline. When your back is to the sideline, guarding away from the ball, you're very susceptible to getting beat backdoor like this. This is a disastrous switch. First of all, this player is leaning toward. Look at this. This is why this is a disastrous switch. Because this player is going to lean towards the screen this way, okay? And this play, look at this. Look at this player. He's ready to switch this way too. But look what happens when you start to cheat, when both players, even one player, whatever, starts to cheat towards the screen, this is always possible. They're going to reverse the angle of the screen. So now this player is in no position to switch because they reverse the angle of the screen, and now he's going to get beat, drawing a double team, and again, it results in an open catch and shoot three. Okay, so this ball screen defense does not work, this little switch and switch back thing. Here's why. Because this screener is going straight from a ball screen into a down screen, and this player's not able to show. Okay, so right here I have two options. Okay, I can switch. This player immediately drops down. Okay, on the rotation of the ball, drops down. Okay, and you're up, and you can push him right into gap help. Or this player can get up, battle for real estate at the three-point line, and again, you're just sending this player right here, right into gap help. Or I can hedge. When this guard comes off the screen, you push him out this way. Now I have backside help right here, and there's no down screen that's going to get set. But again, the problem with whatever the heck this ball screen defense is that, look, you got a down screen here. There's no one to show. This player can't, it doesn't matter if he chases, because this player's just going to be able to curl right off of it. He ends up going up the gut, which you should never do, but you also should never not be showing. So again, this is just going to result in another wide open Charlotte three. All right, so first of all, there cannot be this separation here. Okay, let's take a look. Stop right. What is this separation right here? Right now, I'm attached to my man. My back is to the baseline. I'm seeing ball. I'm seeing man. Okay, that's number one. Because this player's about to come off a down screen. And look at this separation before the down screen even gets set. So you're unattached to your man so much that happens. The other thing, of course, is that this player's got to show. I don't think it would matter because this player's so far behind anyways, but you're not even showing. So even if he was connected to his man, he'd still get an open three because he's going to be able to curl right off of this because you're not showing. So it's just disastrous defense all the way around, and it's an open three. Communication and transition. Here we go. Okay, so this player's guarding the ball right here. Why are two people guarding this player right here? Someone's got to communicate. Either this player takes this player and I got this player, or I got this player and you got this player. But you have no communication, so you have two people guarding one Hornets player, which means now this player has to shift over, and there's no one to take Kelly Oubre, so it's another catch and shoot three. So the Pistons have no ball screen defense here at all. I mean, it's just screen right to the rim for a dunk. So, okay, what are you doing here? This is an easy switch. This player's underneath, okay? This player's up, and you're just sending him this way, right into gap help. That's what you should be doing. It's an easy switch, okay? You can hedge, okay? Backside help right here. This player sinks down a little bit, but this is probably a switch because this is just easy because I can just send him right into gap help right here, okay? This player can battle for real estate if this player tries to post him up now, battle for real estate. But the Pistons have this plan of not doing any type of ball screen defense, so that happens. All right, here's stupid drop coverage. Let's take a look. Look at this. You just leave it. This is a 2-on-1. Look how bad a spot you're putting this big in. So it's just going to be a lob dunk. So let's take a look at the things we can do. We can first of all, this player needs to get underneath on a switch, and we jam for real estate. This player can get up, force him this way, right into a gap defender here. Okay, this player can get up the line a little bit. We can do that. We can also hedge. Push this ball handler out this way. Backside help is literally right here. They're trying to make a skip pass. It's an easy recovery, okay? But you're in this stupid drop coverage where it's a 2-on-1, and of course that happens. Again, horrible transition defense, so the Pistons are going to miss this, okay? So stop it. So Charlotte has the ball. So if you're this player, sprint back. If you're this player, sprint back. I don't care that this player right here is guarding this player right here. You just got to get back. But both of these Pistons players here are going to backpedal. And that's exactly how you let this player get behind you, and now it's a dunk. This is a horrific gamble right here. Stop. Look at this. Charlotte's clearly got the ball here, okay? This is clearly, look at how close to the ball this Charlotte player is, okay? So don't gamble, okay? Just stay back and guard one-on-one. But instead, look, you do this stupid gamble, and now look. Now this player's got you beat, and now he's going right to the rim for an easy layup. Transition defense, turnover. Okay, stop right here. So this player should be just getting back in a straight line. Back in a straight line. You might get cross-matched. It's transition defense. It happens all the time. Back in a straight line. Back in a straight line. But look what these players are going to do. They're going to try and crisscross, which means you're never actually able to get underneath the ball, and it again leads to a two-shot foul for Charlotte.